Hey guys, today I'm starting off a new form of content, moving away from commentary, where I scrutinize your runs along some of the best players of each weapon. As we watch the video, I will point out some of the mistakes that are being made and how the player can become better at the weapon, or speed up their clear times. Today, we have an SNS player who recently picked up the weapon and taking it into a Teostra fight. You might be thinking that I lack the proper accolades to give criticism, and to that, I can agree. Therefore, I asked for a second opinion from a player with over 10,000 uses of the Sword and Shield, more than 1,100 Teostra kills, and more than 10,000 Fatalis kills, Lanya Kia. So starting off, I see a wing tenderize, and this is debatably okay, especially for newer players that can't guarantee head hits all the time during a topple. But as a Sword and Shield, you probably won't be hitting the wing often enough to warrant it. Usually, a head tenderize is all you need to guarantee a consistent lockdown. Okay, so this is what I say is a large missed opportunity. The tail tenderize is completely unnecessary, as you'll probably be never hitting the tail. Lani agrees that there is some over tenderizing here, and that a lot of that tenderizing attack damage can be better put towards a repositioning falling bash, or the first 3 hits of a perfect rush via slinger burst. I'd like to point out that you are doing some very good evasion mantle dodges, and it shows that you have some understanding of Teostra's animations. Hopefully, we'll also be able to see more of these punishes happening to make full use of the evasion mantle buff. Lani recommends that you usually learn the fight without a pallet coat to start. You'll notice that throughout the fight, Teostra juggles targeting between yourself and the cat, and that will take away from your ability to position good attacks. Later on, as you're able to start locking the Teostra between claggers and topples, you can start incorporating the cat for additional damage windows and extra damage. Okay, so now that you're mounted, you can actually use bomb pods to try and flinch the monster. A little known strategy is to abuse slinger pods like bomb pods, scatter nuts, and crystal bursts while mounted to trigger a flinch, which would get you into the dismount attack much faster. Okay, so here is a big missed opportunity. For the majority of Elder Dragons, you want to be using the Falling Bash into perfect rush combos. Using the Falling Bash to reposition yourself into a position where you can land perfect rush attacks on the head. And then, you would ideally land a perfect rush 3 as the monster stands back up. Doing this on a Teostra with a Sword and Shield can immediately put him into a clagger, allowing you to follow up with more punishes. Alright, I'd say that there's another missed opportunity here. Rather than rolling back and forth and ending with a backstep, you're better off with a backstep at the beginning, and then from the angle that you're at, angle the jump slightly towards the side of the head to hit Teostra with a perfect rush as it performs the flamethrower instead. You did a good punish on the paralysis here. This is kind of a nitpick, but you can try angling slightly towards the right and hope for a perfect rush 3 to clutch onto the head rather than the wing. That's about it. Lani and I both noticed that you cancel a lot of backsteps and perfect rushes. In this case here, you do manage to get a topple, which is good. But you should be aware that, generally speaking, if you commit to a perfect rush, you should at least try to get some hits in. Otherwise, you're better off just subbing in a few basic slashes while you wait for a better opening. Again, you want to be doing the Falling Bash into perfect rush combo here. Good cancel on the perfect rush. Okay, so for this clagger, you don't want to be rushing your follow-up. Remember, this is not a speed run. You have around 6 seconds to decide on what to do or how you want to approach the punish. Lani and I both think that you can use this opportunity to use the rolling claw clutch here, or the claw shoryuken, and then make use of the refresh time to do a perfect rush, as you don't have any nearby walls. You can then look for a wallbang opportunity later. So for a good while from here on, the fight plays out similarly to how it is earlier, without anything very new to add to the table. You're making the same mistakes with overcommitting to perfect rush, or only just to cancel it, but you do have a good eye for monster moves. Okay, so I'm gonna slow it down here. This Temporal Mantle Re-Tenderize is not actually that bad of a play, You know the monster won't have any attacks that will delete your mantle, so using this time to tenderize isn't that bad. However, if you recall the Claw Shoryuken, if you have been using it during the Claggers, then you would still have a tenderized head. Or if not, you can Shoryuken the head once, because there was at least one Clagger that you had before this. So the next time you Claw Shoryuken, you would have a tenderized head. And then you can let go immediately to react to an attack with Perfect Rush, or reset into neutral position. Alright, so this is a very big issue I'm noticing. You were sitting here for a good second while holding down the block key, but this time can be better spent towards a charged backstep for a falling bash. A little bit of a missed opportunity for damage here. So this is a good wallbang. I think the Sharpen isn't that bad of a play either. However, I recommend getting a Wetfish Fin Plus, as that item would have allowed you to fit in a full Perfect Rush. Alright, here's the Teostra Nova. I would backstep this, and that is beautiful backstep. And good job landing the timed Perfect Rush 3 to punish it. That toppo was definitely deserved. Alright, Falling Bash, Perfect Rush, yada yada. I'm not going to go too far into this. Okay, so now I'm going to take a look at your build. I can suggest that you make room for your critical boost decoration. By swapping out Attack Boost Charm for Challenger Charm, you can get Agitator 5, and that lets you free up an Agitator Mixed decoration for critical boost decoration instead, and then you'll put in 2 Attack Plus decorations instead. The extra damage from critical boost is definitely worth slotting in. After reviewing your footage, Lonnie and I can agree that you have a good handle of Teostra's mechanics, and what's really holding you back right now is your familiarity with the weapon. Understanding what punishes are available to you and reducing the number of cancelled backsteps in favor of committing to them, or using regular slashes, can significantly speed up your clear. For all you viewers on YouTube, I hope this helps you with things that you can also look out for. And if you'd like, you can send me your single player or multiplayer runs to be reviewed and coached so you can improve as well. All you have to do is send an email with your run to brightshadevt@gmail.com. I hope you all enjoy the session, and I'll see you next time.